I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be lazy. I don't want to be alone. Watch out for when you're saying the things you don't want to be, the things you don't want to have, and you want to replace it with what do you actually do want. And most people, when I ask them, they don't know. So it's just like, oh, poor, broke, alone. Okay, I gotcha. We're going to eliminate the word not. The subconscious and automated part of your mind takes things very literal, very yes, no, black, white. When we say things and we use the word not, it doesn't compute that very easily.
How do you create not something?
Since we are always creating, the mind is creative, words are creative. Rather than say, I choose not to be poor, we're going to take out the not, and we're also going to take out the poor. We're going to exchange that whole part of the sentence, and we're going to replace it with what we do want. If I don't want to be poor, I want to be really, really wealthy.
We don't even want to use want.
I choose to be really, really mind-blowingly wealthy. Yes. Do you feel the difference in
I choose to not be poor
versus I choose to be really, 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 really wealthy? I'm speaking into existence. I'm creating with my words what I actually do want. Watch out for this tricky bit. Remember, this is part 2 of upgrading our language, so check out part 1 after this if you haven't. So we're gonna take out want. If you notice when you're speaking, you're saying, I don't want these things, ask yourself, what do I want? And then instead of saying what you don't want, what you'll speak is the very thing that you do want. This change alone is so incredibly powerful. I don't know. How often do you find yourself saying, I don't know? We want to get rid of I don't know. I choose to know. I will find the answer. I'm open to finding out. We're looking for the conscious exchange. If we're always in creative mode, and we are, what it's going to create is more I don't know, which is going to be confusion and doubt. And who wants that? Another one we're no longer using, try. We don't try anymore. Try is gone. Bye-bye. No more try. You either do or you don't. Remember, always in creation mode. If you can remember that whatever you speak, whatever you say, becomes. And when you're trying, how does that get created? We want to upgrade trying with many of the words that we upgrade want with. I choose to, I empower myself, I have, I did it, I am doing it. Trying is going to be in the same family as almost, hope so, maybe. All of those words lack power, lack certainty. What I'm teaching you to do, and I dive a whole lot deeper in the Self-Code Academy, I have a whole module dedicated to this, teaching you how to speak with power, with certainty. You're a creative God. Your words have power. You literally are speaking things into existence. You are creating or reinforcing stories that are becoming something in your life. So speaking in maybes or I'll try or hope so's, that lacks confidence. You have the creative force of the universe running through your entire being, and you can speak worlds into existence with your word. There's no shoulds and maybes and tries. No, we are powerful creators. Start speaking like that. Now, language, conscious language, literally can bridge the gap. It can build a connection between where you are and where you want to be, simply by changing the way that you speak. Think about the words that you would use if I ask you how your life is going. The word that you choose to use, or the string of words, or the sentences that you choose to express yourself with, they literally represent a story, a narrative, a belief system that is living within you. And the reason for this is because most of the language that we use is unconscious, it's subconscious, and we don't realize what is coming out of our mouth. Most people are just spewing out whatever unconscious emotional pattern that they've learned in the past. They are not intentional or conscious with the words that they use. When you have this training, when you understand what our words actually are, and you begin to listen to other people speak, it is like you have a window into their subconscious. They are telling you exactly what is going on in their inner world. It's wild.
And remember, we always use our superpowers for good only.
This is gonna blow your mind. There's 2 ways that we can change inner stories. I go over in depth how you can change your inner narrative using your mind in this video, or the other option is to use language. We can change it either by changing the story in the mental realm, or you can change it by changing your words around the story, which literally transforms the story. You have 2 ways in, one through the mind, one through the language. So now that you have this knowledge, now that you understand, we wanna start catching the words and we wanna upgrade them. The first agreement, be impeccable with your word. Your word is the power that you have to create. Your word is the gift that comes directly from God. It is through the word that you manifest everything. If you have not read this book, get it, read it. And most people don't realize that every time we make a statement, every time we speak something, it has a consequence. It has an effect. There is a cause and effect that is happening. Every statement that we make, if you look at your mind as an operating system and you are the programmer and you are writing the code, it is instruction on how the computer is supposed to operate. We have the same kind of programming. This whole channel, the Self-Code Society, literally is a community of people who want to code themselves. Most of the people on planet Earth are being coded by outside influences. I have created this little pocket in the world devoted to helping people who want to code themselves. This is one way that you can do that. All of this may sound silly, but I promise it will change your life.